Things together. Hello, replay fam. Hey, Takia, what's up? I'm starting a little bit late for this because my computer didn't want my camera to hook up for this live. So we are all good though. How is everybody doing? How's your week going so far? Why am I turning up the volume on my phone like I'm gonna hear something? How's your week going so far? How's it going? Where are you guys watching from? How's the week? Just my week so far has been a little bit hectic. I have quite a bit going on this week with getting orders out and also getting ready for the vision board party on Saturday. So just tons of to-dos and different things like that, but it's all good. I feel like I really thrive when it's a lot happening. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but that has always just been me. So it's good things happening. Let's see really quickly. Ooh, I might need to go grab my charger for my computer too, y'all. Okay, so anyway, I'm excited to get into today's live. I'm going to be talking all about making 2023 your Inspire year. And I have shared about the acronym. I've talked about what Inspire is. And so we're going to dive into that. But you know what, y'all? I am going to go grab my charger because I know I'm going to be on for more than like 10 or 15 minutes and I don't want it to turn off. Thank you. Thank you. I did finally had a chance to do my hair last night after like at least 2 weeks of being like, okay, girl, you need to wash your hair and get it together. So I appreciate it. I'm going to go grab my charger and I appreciate you all patiently waiting. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, a little flustered today, but I appreciate you all being here. Um, Anyone that's watching, though, let me know where you are watching from and how your week is going. Okay, so now we can really get into this. Whew. And I might be a little out of breath because I was literally running. So, anyways, I wanted to give a quick update for anyone. If you purchased from my shop, if you purchased a planner, mini notebooks, anything like that, there was a slight delay on the stuff getting shipped to me when I thought it would. So orders are going to start going out. The hope is tomorrow. Everything's supposed to come to me today. And then I will be getting all of the orders out tomorrow. So I just wanted to share that little quick update for anyone. But I just wanted to say again, thank you so much for all of the support. Whew, I'm out of breath. Let me just drink a little smoothie or something. Okay. I appreciate you, basically, is what I wanted to say. So that will be coming soon. So yeah, let's get into this. So I've shared the acronym of Inspire. I've talked about it up and down, back and forth. I've done long videos on it. I've shared shorts on it and different things. So you guys may or may not be familiar, but I wanted to really quickly just go over what the acronym is, each of the words, and then how that can really tie into making it a part of your year and really beyond. I think I'm just so passionate about not only helping women to start businesses, get out of their own way, but to really create a life that is going to help you to build freedom, impact, and legacy. That's going to help you to really enjoy your days and create, in a sense, a movement, create a movement for you as a woman to want to just do better, be better, and all of the things. And so that is what the acronym is all about. And so the Inspire acronym is to, first of all, have intention, the I behind what it is that you're doing, to nourish yourself, to have success, but make sure that the success is what your definition of it is and not what somebody else is telling you it should be or anything like that. It is to have peace within your life and just to make sure that you are filling your days with things that bring you calmness and just quiet, right? Because we all need that. The next I is to increase, just meaning that you know that you are worthy of more within your life. And I think that that is beautiful for you to want that for yourself. R is real, just being real about who you are and making sure that the things and the people that are surrounding you are in alignment with that, and being able to just share who you are, where you've come from, and all of those things. And then the E is to enjoy, because we want to enjoy our days. We want to be filled with laughter and smiling and just things that make us happy, and remove those distractions and the things that just not so much that we aren't really enjoying. So that is a little bit of what that acronym is about. And so I created that. Essentially, I created it for the podcast, but it has become so much more, so much a part of what I'm all about as a woman, and what I'm really hoping for all of you as well. And so Inspire Year is this thing that first kind of came from that acronym. Then it turned into me wanting to do this challenge. And so I did a challenge back in, I guess what would that have been? Probably the beginning of November. It was a challenge where we were supposed to just focus on the things we've been wanting to do for a while and getting back to it. The Inspire 330 Challenge is what it was called. You can actually find that video here on this channel or on the podcast. And you can do the challenge at any time. It's something you can sign up for even when I'm not running it live with everyone. And that challenge, the feedback was really good, and what a lot of people were saying, and it really got me thinking of like, okay, I know that I wanted to have a vision board party this year, and I just felt like this whole Inspire thing is such a movement, is such a vibe. And so that is what Inspire Year is. And so I will be talking about the vision board party during this as well, because I am hosting one. It is this Saturday, and it will be taking place at 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Pacific time. I'm Mountain time. Nobody ever knows Mountain time though. So it'll be 4 o'clock for me. But we're going to be on. It is going to be such a good time. If you attended the one that I did 2 years ago, this one is going to be even better. We have some amazing speakers. We have Precious Williams. She's going to be speaking all about your health, your wellness, and really getting back into that and making that a priority. We're going to have Shalina B, who is a personal friend of mine and my accountability partner. Actually, she's going to be talking all about really making your home just a place for you that you love, and how to just really set that up for yourself. We're going to have Leslie Jackson talking about hope. Leslie is such an amazing soul. I'm so grateful to know her. And she is going to be just talking about hope and getting through that in the season, and especially propelling yourself for 2023. I'm also going to be hosting it, so I'll be sharing some little tidbits of encouragement and different things along the way as well. But I would love for you to be there. We're going to have a digital swag bag. There's giveaways. We have some amazing sponsors that are going to be giving away some really cool items, including the Inspire Blueprint. I'll tell you, one of the giveaway items is going to be a 90-day Power Sheets planner, which is really cool. So that'll be one of the giveaway items. And we're just going to have a good time. The biggest thing is I love to bring women together, and for us to just feel that we are not alone in these different transitions and seasons that we're in. Inspire Year 2023 is all about that. But before I get into any more details about the event, I really wanted to really help you, whether you attend the event or not, on how you can have an Inspire Year yourself. And so we're going to talk about that. But first, let me read a few of the comments. Thank you, Curated Experience LT. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. So ready for the Inspire Vision Board Party. I've been in such a way the last few weeks and need to snap out of it and get with it. Yes, I'm excited to have you. And I feel like we all go through those kind of like those peaks and those valleys. So I understand, and it will get better. I have a friend who purchased a ticket and hoping my mom will be getting her ticket. Oh, you're going to make it a family. I love that. Yes. Have your mom come. Takia, you are so amazing and so supportive of this channel. So I appreciate you. I'm so glad that you'll be there. And hello, Frugal Mama. What is up? What is up? So yeah, I wanted to really dive into this. So I put together this really meaty workbook for the ladies that are attending the event this Saturday. And I'm going to be actually emailing it out to y'all in the evening. So if you've already purchased your ticket, or if you get one today at any point, you will get the email that I'm sending out tonight with the workbook attached to it. And it's such a good workbook. And I'm not just saying that because I made it or because it's my content, but it's such a good workbook. But I wanted to give the premise to everyone, even if you don't attend the event, because I think this is just such a great process. I've done this for years in just different ways using different tools, but I guess this is just basically what it is to have an Inspire Year. So let's talk about it. So the first thing is to reflect. Okay. So I feel like in order for you to get anywhere in life, for you to move forward, be better, do better, prepare for new seasons, transitions, whatever it is, it's nice to look back on where you came from, not in a sense of like, oh, what I didn't achieve, but really just what worked well for you, what didn't work, who's serving you in the season, who's not serving you in the season, what are the things you want to have more of in the new year, things like that. Just reflecting on what fits with us, especially like if we're thinking about the Inspire acronym, when I talked about that real, the R in that, I am really just as I'm getting into closer to my mid 30s, which whoo, y'all, it hurts. But as I'm getting closer to my mid 30s, I'm realizing that not everyone and everything is going to be for me. And that is okay because for many years, I felt like I wanted everybody to like me. I wanted everybody to like what I was doing and what I was talking about. But the reality is, I'm not for everybody. And I actually love that because it allows me to really pour into the people that I'm assigned to and to really build the connections with those that's meant for me in my life. And so when you are reflecting and you're thinking about it, if there's something that's just not really working with you, it's not really gelling the way that you thought it would, a person or a thing or a job or an endeavor you were trying, whatever it is, really assess that and think of like, okay, is this getting me set up to build a life full of freedom, impact, and legacy? Is it moving me closer to that? Is it am I being intentional about this thing that I am working on in, let's say, in 2022 or whenever you might watch this replay? Something, is it stressing me out, or is it bringing me peace? Is it something I'm excited to do? Is it someone that I'm excited to talk to? Or are they draining me? Is it making me feel like I could be other places, using my energy to other things? I think it's important to reflect on that and really get honest with ourselves about those situations because at the end of the day, we have just this one life, and we're constantly reminded about that. I don't know if you all follow his name is Ray Singleton, but his wife recently passed away. They had shared their story on Instagram for the last few years about her dealing with her bouts of brain cancer. And even with, so that happened. And then also my dog passed away last month, which I know is like my dog, but I had just those two reminders just within a month's time of like, okay, life is short. And then, there's just always different things happening around us. And so I just feel like if there is ever a second where you feel like you are unhappy, if someone is pulling the joy away from you, if you feel like you have to fold for someone instead of blossoming and being who you truly want to be, this is the time, no other time, to start figuring out how you can assess those relationships and those things in your life that is really pulling you to a place that you don't want to go. We want things to be in alignment with who we are. And that is really what the reflection is all about, honestly. It's just making sure that you're moving into the new year feeling like the things that you have in your priority bucket essentially is right in alignment with the woman that you're trying to become. And if it's not, then we need to limit it. We need to cut it out completely, whatever that might look like. But that is the first part, is to reflect. So after that, we want to identify what areas need the most attention. And so within the workbook, the ladies will kind of see exactly how this works out. But I created this kind of like wheel of intention. And so there's different areas in our lives where most of us can kind of relate, and it's pretty similar for everyone. And what you do is just pretty much kind of rate those different areas. I think in order to create a vision, whether you do a vision board or you're just doing some planning, whatever season it is, rating how things are going, assessing it is important. And so as part of that reflection piece, now thinking like, okay, I know that maybe my relationships, maybe they kind of were on the back burner this year because maybe there was some health issues going on, or maybe it was just a lot going on in my family, so I didn't have time. Okay, is that something I want to prioritize in the new year? Maybe I might rate that a 3, for now, but I'm really trying to get it to a 5 in the new year. Or, okay, I really didn't give my business as much time as I wanted to in 2022 or whatever this season currently is, but I know for a fact that I want to launch XYZ. So I really want this rating to go from a 1 to a 4 or something. So just really deciding what areas need the most attention. And I I'm a huge believer in that we cannot grow everything at the same time. So it would be great to just be like, okay, I'm going to do amazing in all areas throughout the entire year, every single day. But we all know that that is just not realistic. And so I have decided for myself to take the pressure off of feeling like I need to do well in every single area. I think that when I have reflected, and I'm going to be posting some planning videos on my channel more about my reflections and different things, but just from this past year, I know that I poured my heart and my soul into my business. I mean, from every aspect to all of the different launches I've had, the new products I've created, closing a business, launching a business, um, all of the different things, this YouTube channel, just staying consistent. And I have really given it all. And so I feel like in the new year, I really want to prioritize myself a bit more. I didn't really do that as much this year as I thought I would. And so just really thinking about that whole reflection. I don't know if any of you have kind of felt like that with something where maybe you feel like something maybe not necessarily drained you, because I don't feel like my business has drained me, but I feel like I can honestly sit back and say, like, I don't have any regrets. I don't feel like there wasn't anything I didn't do. Maybe it's a person, you feel like you poured everything into that person, and now it's kind of time to get back to something else. So just coming up with maybe 3 areas that you want to work on, improve that rating in 2023 is really pretty much what I'm saying, is to kind of select some areas that could be your wellness. I know that is a big one for me. I kept saying this whole year, oh, I'm going to work out. Oh, I'm going to eat healthy. Oh, I'm going to get back into yoga. I did walk, which I will give myself credit for that. I did do some walking, not as consistently as I would have liked to. But I think we just have to remember that in different seasons, it's not always going to be, everything's not going to be on in every single season. And that's okay. Give yourself some grace around that. And I see Curated Experience said, we share mutual love for Leslie. Yes, she is amazing. I'm so excited she's going to be speaking. She is so sweet. She really is. So that is pretty much what number 2 is. So we've talked about 2 of the 5 areas. So the next thing is, what about this will get you closer to building the life that you desire, and why do you want it? So I've been kind of just saying a lot, I'm trying to help you build a life you desire. The life you desire, and I'm not trying to speak for you, you may disagree, but I feel like the life that we desire, especially as women, whether you have children or not, I feel like we all want to have freedom within our days, whether that means you're not answering to somebody, whether that just means you have more flexibility to do things you want to do, whether that's financially, your time. I think freedom is something that most people want and they're searching for it. We can't get time back. And so that's really what I'm saying when I'm saying building a life you desire full of freedom. And then the impact, I think we all, to a certain extent, even if you don't want to get on a platform like this and go live and talk to people on the internet, but just within your own community, the people in your lives, I think we all have a purpose in us where we want to impact someone. We want to make a change. I just feel like for a lot of the women that follow me on my platform, it's ingrained in a lot of us that we feel like we are being called to do something. And sometimes we don't act on it right away. We could be a little disobedient, me included, but just knowing that there is this impact you're being called to help someone in the right now, just based off of the different things that you've been through. And then the last one is the legacy, building a life you desire full of impact and legacy, because if you have children, we want to set our children up, right? We want our children to feel supported, even if we're not here. Our grandkids to feel supported, even if we're not here, or just those that are left, whenever we are not here anymore, to just see the seeds that we planted from being obedient while we were here and just fully just going into our purpose of what it is that we're called to do, we leave this beautiful legacy that is going to support the people that come after us. And so I don't know if anybody disagrees, let me know. But if you feel like that is you to a certain extent, drop a heart, show me that you hear what I'm saying, because I feel like that's important. And so when you are assessing these things, really ask yourself those questions. As a bigger picture, is this moving me closer to having more freedom in my time, or is it taking away from my time? Or is it, if it's going to be giving me more of my time, then is it something that I'm actually enjoying? Do I love it? I don't think we have room to really do things that we don't enjoy, especially if it's a choice to take it on or not, you know? Um, and then is it moving you closer to having the impact you want to make? Is it moving you towards building the legacy that you want for your family and your future and things like that? That is a big question, but that's the big picture that I really just encourage everyone to think about, because we go into this new year plan and we make these cute little vision boards, we cut out these pictures, we pin stuff. However you do your vision board, there's so many different ways. And then that's just kind of it, you know? And so really putting something on your vision board in your plan for the year, your 5-year plan or whatever, that you know is tied directly to who you want to be, what you want to leave behind, and not so much, oh, you know, this would be cool because I've seen so and so has this or so and so does this. But just really like in alignment, again, in alignment with who you are. Number 4 is how can you get closer to the goal? So basically breaking down the goal and giving it some to-dos essentially. And I really think for this, the biggest way that I've seen improvements for myself is to just kind of stack things on versus trying to do it all at one time. So if I'm saying, okay, I know I want to prioritize my wellness and eating better, or whatever the case is, I know I want to prioritize that. Let's say that's one. I know I also want to let's see what I want. I have some home projects. Actually, I'll tell y'all the real. I have some home projects and things that I want to do. Lots of stuff around the house. I feel like this year was just kind of a little dramatic, if you ask me. It was just so much going on in my personal life. I did not really think anything about my house. So I want to do some fun stuff in the house and kind of do that. And then number 3 is I really want to just make some time for my friends. I don't really feel like I did that a lot this year because I just was so just consumed with a lot of different things going on, which is just, it is what it is. And so for those 3 areas, I'm not going to sit here and be like every single day when I wake up and next year, I'm doing all those things. Every single day, I'm going to be an amazing friend and I'm going to work out for 10 hours and then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to paint this room. Like, no, that's not how it's going to go. So instead, look at it like you're just stacking on layers. So you can have one thing for January that you're focusing on. And then that thing can be broken down into like, okay, for the month of January, I think I'm going to prioritize my health and wellness, which is what I think I'm going to do. And I'm going to do these 3 things to get started with that. I'm going to start with every week, I'm going to just make sure that I'm drinking water every day, which is important. Number 2, I'm going to make sure that I work out twice a week. Maybe just start with 2 times a week, because if you're going from 0, sometimes it's easier to start smaller. And then number 3, I'm going to try to meal plan every Sunday and make sure that I have like a healthy lunch. And that's kind of some of the things I'm thinking about for myself. So if I'm only focused on that in January, I'm not feeling bad because, oh, I'm supposed to be, like showing up for all my friends every single day and doing this. Oh, shoot, I'm supposed to be working on this home project. Like, no, girl, it's not time for that. We'll get to those things too. And everybody has a different way of how they approach goals. But I just find that for me, especially with running my business and trying to just do my regular day-to-day operations, which I feel like my business is part of that, it definitely falls under my priority umbrella. These are additional things that I'm adding on that I want to do. So I want to be realistic with how I bring them into my life, so that they can actually become a habit and something that continues on. So that is why I say to break it down, but also stack it. So just know, you know what, this goal, I'm just going to work on this one for the month of January. And then once I kind of get good with that, okay, now I can add on the home project I want to do for February. Now maybe I'll do another home project over the summer or late spring or something like that. But don't feel like you need to do everything in January, because I think when we put that pressure on ourselves and then when it's the first week is over, and you haven't accomplished the stuff, you're already feeling like you were behind or that you failed. Oh, thank you, Takia. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And yes, everybody, hit the like button. If you're watching it, YouTube, y'all are quiet over here. I see. Is it Anja Essentials? Thank you all for being on with me. I only have a few more points and then I will let you go. I wasn't sure if anyone was going to get on because I got on like an hour earlier than I usually do. So I really appreciate it. Okay, and then the last one is number 5, and that is to plan out when you want to make it happen and how you'll celebrate. So once you kind of decide, okay, for January or whatever, I'm going to focus on this thing, then you need to actually put that on your calendar. So whether that is your planner, if that is your digital calendar system you use, whatever it is, give it a appointment. Basically, treat it like it is an appointment. So instead of just saying like, oh, I'm going to work out, or oh, I'm going to read, because one of my goals for next year is to read 24 books. Instead of me just being like, oh, I'm going to read every day, have a set time, that you want to bring that into your life. How much are you going to do? What's the duration of time? When are you going to do it? If you go into it with a plan and you set exactly when you're going to do it, you have a lot more of a chance of actually accomplishing it versus it just being a thought in your mind and just being like, oh yeah, I'm going to make this thing happen. So definitely planning out when you want to make it happen and then how you will celebrate. I feel like for me, if I know that there is some kind of prize at the end for me, I'm even more so excited to want to do something for myself. And not that we have to have an incentive to do things, but I just feel like it helps. I mean, honestly, I don't have any other explanation other than it just helps. It makes it exciting and it makes it want to continue. If someone is telling you, like, I don't even know. I'm trying to think of an example. I always use like wellness as an example because I really always like purchasing like workout gear, even though I don't be in nobody's gym and I at all, but I just love workout clothes and like running shoes and stuff. And so this is always my example of just like, okay, if I consistently work out for the month, with the schedule that I have in line, then I'm going to go ahead and get me a new pair of workout shoes, these cute shoes I've been seeing or whatever the case is. So it doesn't have to be anything monetary. It could just be treating yourself to shoot a day to just lounge around the house and binge your favorite shows, like whatever it is. I know with my business success, a lot of times, like when I'll hit certain goals and milestones and different things, I love to just treat myself to a really nice meal, even if that's just something I'm cooking at home. I'll be like, you know what, today I think we're gonna do a little crab broil at home, or something like that, just because I'm just patting myself on the back, like you're doing the thing. And so celebrating ourselves is extremely important, and I think that we need to do more of it. Just the fact that you are still here as we are getting into these last couple of weeks of December, that you're here. I'm sure many of you have had some challenges this year. I know I have. This has been probably one of the longest, roughest years. And I'm just grateful to still be here. I feel like I've learned so much. I can't wait to share my lessons and stuff that I've learned from this year. I'm actually going to be making it a podcast episode, but I'm just grateful. Despite the setbacks, despite the different things that I've gone through, I'm celebrating the fact that I'm still standing. And I have just seen how resilient I am as a woman to be able to still bounce back and still show up to do what I'm here to do. So if that is you, if that was for you, even if nothing else, just the fact that you are here, you're maintaining and you're keeping it going, girl, you're doing the thing, keep it up. Okay. Like, I just wanted to shout anyone out. If you have felt like it has just been a trying time for you, a trying season, I 100% feel you. I am with you. I understand, but you are here. You are thriving. You are doing the thing. And I'm proud of you. Okay. I'm proud of you. And we're going to do even better next year, despite what may happen, because everything's not always perfect, but we're going to go into this new year with the best of expectations for ourselves. So that is pretty much how you can create an inspire year for yourself, is to reflect on different things, make sure that the areas in your life and the people around you, the things you're doing, are in alignment with who you are, coming up with a plan of action, putting some dates to some things, some to-dos specifically to some things to really see it through, and then really celebrating ourselves, deciding that I am something worth celebrating, whether it, like Takia said, right, like it's big or small. I'm worth celebrating. I'm sorry. I mean, I know that, having children, it's like we are expected to do things for them, but being a mom is a lot of work, and it requires a level of energy where sometimes I will literally sit down and I'll be looking at myself like, where are you finding this energy? Where are you finding, I don't even know how to put it into words, but sometimes I literally just sit there like, how are you doing this? And that alone, to me, it may be small to someone, but it's like, I'm a mom and I'm doing the thing and I'm still here and still doing things for myself too. Like, It doesn't have to be this grandiose thing of like, oh, I launched this business. Oh, I made all this money. Oh, I built a new house. Like, it doesn't have to be these big things. It could just be something as simple as still being here and still standing and showing up and doing the things you're being called to do. So I feel like I need to stop talking about that because I've been talking about it for a while, but I guess God wanted to send that to someone. So I'm glad that if that was helpful. Takia, need, and so happy to hear this live in the present time and right on time. That mom life, yes. And Homer, I'm so glad that that was helpful for you as well. Y'all, I love this community so much, and I feel like a lot of times when I am saying things to you, like, you know, the encouragement, a lot of times it's because I need it myself. And I don't know, it's such a weird thing how that works, how you may be feeling low in a specific area or going through whatever, and then you have this need to like pour into someone else the same thing you may be dealing with or struggling with. And it's not always the case for me, but there's just certain times where I'm like, okay, I'm kind of struggling with this, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and encourage someone else because it only helps me. And so I'm just grateful that I'm here to be able to share the message with you all, and really that God is just placing these things for me to talk about. So I talked about this at the beginning. I'm going to plug it one more time before I go. I am hosting Inspire Year 2023 this Saturday. So you kind of got a little bit of a taste of what you can expect just from this little talk that we're having here. Inspire Year is a virtual vision board party experience that I'm going to be hosting on Saturday, December 10th. It's going to be 4 o'clock my time, 6 Eastern time, 3 Pacific time. We're going to be on for a couple of hours. I can't really say for sure, but it will be probably almost like 2.5, a little bit more hours than that if you're curious on timing. But there will be a replay. So if you're not able to stay for the whole thing, you got to come late, whatever the case is, there will be a replay. It's going to be taking place on Zoom, so you can always access it from your phone. And we are going to get ready for the new year. I am calling it a virtual vision board party experience, but I'm not expecting you to feel like you need to be doing a vision board party during it. You definitely can, but I really just want you to come, show up, and just get poured into. This event is all about you feeling supported and really being around women that are connected in a sense of we all want to just build lives that we desire and really just setting ourselves up for success. So we're going to have 3 amazing speakers. I'm going to be hosting. We have tons of giveaways. There is a meaty workbook that I'm actually sending out this evening, as well as a digital swag bag that will include some freebies, some really cool stuff in there, and some deals and just different ways that you can support some other businesses after the fact, like codes and coupons and stuff like that. I will be giving some tips on how to work on a vision board if you're needing some support around that. And it's going to be a good time. I'm excited. I do also have 2 different ticket options as well at this point. You can still get the bundle. I was going to remove it, but a couple people asked me to keep it. So I'll actually show you some of the items. And Takia, I know you're on. Girl, I've been tracking your thing. So the company that is sending the bundles, I saw yours. Hopefully it should be shipping out to you, I'm hoping today. I'm going to actually send them an email to find out what's going on, because I got mine and I ordered yours the same day as mine. So I'm just not sure what's going on with that. So you'll be getting your bundle soon. Since you're on here, I thought I'll go ahead and let you know. But I wanted to show you all what comes with that bundle. And you don't need this stuff for the party. It's just kind of like some extra stuff. So you can just get your regular ticket. The regular ticket is $37. I will actually put a code in here after this video goes off, where you can get 15% off of it. But that code will help you through, or not help you. The code will be valid through Friday. But yeah, so we have a little art print. So that's the first thing. And this one is actually inside of something that you get. It's got the Inspire acronym on there. You can put it in a frame wherever you want it to be, but that acronym that we just went over, you get that in an art print form, 5x7. So that's the first thing. And it's gone on this thicker paper. And then you also get a little candle. I chose cinnamon chai, but there's 2 other scents as well. I think it's sage and cypress and blackberry vanilla, I think is the other one. But this one smells so good, y'all. Like, I love cinnamon chai. But yeah, so there's this candle here. Very cute little 4-ounce candle. And then the last thing is the vintage tea, with the acronym on there. I love this one. It's got the little crackle effect on the text, y'all. Like when I say I was so proud of myself for doing this design. And this shirt comes in, I think there's 4 different color options. There's this one, which is chestnut. There's a gray color. There's orchid, which is kind of like this pretty lilac pinky color, and teal. So you can get the bundle. The bundle is $77, or you can get the regular ticket, which is $37. Either way, y'all, I just want you to be there. If you can't attend live, it's okay. The replay will be getting sent out to you, and then you'll still be able to access all of the stuff with the digital swag bag and all of that. But I wanted to just share how to have the Inspire year and then really get you amped up for the event, because I'm just so excited for it. It's going to be a good time. So that's pretty much it. I think I'm going to go ahead and head off. I actually have a call in about 5 minutes or so. But does anyone have any questions about the event before I go, or anything that I talked about? And then I'll make sure this replay is up for you as well. Anybody? Hey, Precious. I see. I need to do a better job of like waving at people when y'all get on. Y'all probably aren't even on here anymore on Instagram. What's the code? Yes, I need to make the code. So that's why I was like, I'll do it before. It's going to be my name. So if you just put Tatiana in like 10 minutes, you'll be able to get the 15% off. And that's off of the regular ticket, not on the, what am I trying to say? The other one, off of the regular ticket. Any other questions? I'll definitely add that in there. Okay, cool. Hopefully we'll see you there. All right, so I'm going to go. Thank you all so much for being on here with me. I appreciate you all for the support. I mentioned at the beginning of this that if you did place an order for a planner or anything like that, as always, business will have it. There was a slight delay, but I'm tracking it and it looks like everything's supposed to be to me today. So I'm literally going to start working on orders this evening and start taking them to actually, they might come to me. I don't know yet. We'll see. But either way, they will start shipping out to you tomorrow. So I appreciate all of the patience around that. And thank you all so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.